My child, you have felt something shifting inside you long before you found these words. A quiet trembling in your inner world. Not fear, but recognition. Your spirit knew I was calling. For a long time, you walked carrying thoughts that were not yours. You thought they came from your own reasoning, your own voice, your own reflections. But they were foreign shadows resting on your mind, gently bending your perception. They did not shout, they whispered. And sometimes, my child, whispers can be more dangerous than storms. But hear me now. Those whispers lose their power in my presence. Their influence weakens the moment your heart turns toward me. And right now, this exact moment, you are turning, not by chance, by divine alignment. You have wondered why clarity felt distant. You questioned why your vision, your spiritual sight faded in and out. But child, listen. Your vision was not lost. It was crowded. Crowded by old fears that pretended to be caution. Crowded by doubts that disguised themselves as logic. Crowded by memories that acted like present truth. Each one quietly influencing your path. Each one subtly pushing you away from your own worth. But now, my beloved, I am clearing your sight. Not by giving you new eyes, but by removing what tried to blind the ones you already have. You have carried burdens that were never yours. Thoughts planted during fragile seasons. Opinions absorbed from people who never saw your true depth. Fears formed in moments of exhaustion, not truth. And yet, despite all of this, your spirit stayed alive. It kept listening. It kept waiting. It kept hoping that one day I would speak. And I am speaking now. My child, this moment is not ordinary. This is a turning point written into your story long before you reached it. There is a reason your heart is soft right now. A reason your chest feels lighter. A reason your eyes feel warm. A reason peace is slowly filling the spaces where heaviness once lived. That is my presence. You are not imagining it. You are not making it up. This is real. This is me. You have lived with internal conflict for months, even years. The battle was not external. It was within your thoughts, between what was true and what was false, between who you are and who pain told you to be, between the path I set for you and the detours fear tried to create. But hear me, the battle is losing strength. What once felt heavy now begins to loosen. What once felt confusing now begins to clear. What once drained your energy now breaks apart in my light. You think you're just reading words? No, child, this is spiritual surgery. I am reshaping what you believe about yourself. I am healing what has echoed inside you for too long. I am silencing the voices that never belonged in your mind. You feel something shifting, don't you? The slight warmth in your chest, the unexplainable stillness, the gentle loosening of pressure around your thoughts. That is not coincidence. That is release, true release. My child, you have been imprisoned by invisible chains, not chains of circumstance, chains of belief, chains formed by the lie that you are not enough, chains shaped by moments of weakness mistaken for identity, chains strengthened by the weight of other people's words. But listen, I am breaking them all, not slowly, not eventually, now. You are feeling it as I speak. The heaviness that sat in the background of your life is starting to lift. The fog that covered your inner clarity is thinning. The confusion that followed you like a shadow is fading. You are not broken, my child. You were overwhelmed. There is a difference. You were never too weak. You were targeted because of the light inside you, because of the calling on your life, because of the influence your spirit carries, even when you don't see it. You were attacked not because you are worthless, but because you are chosen. Chosen to carry clarity, chosen to carry healing, chosen to walk a path that impacts more than just yourself. And the darkness tries its hardest to confuse those who are destined to bring light. But it did not win. Because you are here listening, opening, receiving. My child, stay with me. Do not rush. Do not doubt this moment. You are stepping into freedom gently, steadily, beautifully, and part one is only the beginning. There is more to reveal, more to restore, more to awaken inside you. What you feel right now is the first breath of transformation, and I will take you deeper. My child, now that you have stepped into this moment with me, I will take you deeper. You have begun to feel the first release, but there is a greater freedom I am unfolding within you. There is more beneath the surface of your thoughts, places you have not touched in years. Parts of your heart that learned to stay silent because silence felt safer than being misunderstood. Parts of your mind that learned to hold burdens because you believed no one would help you carry them. But hear me, you were not created to live fragmented. You were not designed to be divided inside yourself. My beloved, the heaviness you have lived with was not weakness. It was survival. And you endured long beyond what others could have managed. But endurance is not the same as healing, and I am here to bring healing. You have carried questions deep in your spirit, questions you never voiced but always felt. Why do I feel so tired in my soul? Why do I move forward but feel stuck inside? Why do I hear my purpose yet feel unworthy of it? My child, it is because you fought invisible battles that no one saw. You survived inner storms you never had words for. You carried every version of yourself, the wounded one, the hopeful one, the tired one, the brave one, all at once. And still, you kept walking. Still, you kept believing. Still, you kept reaching for me even when you felt far away. That perseverance moves the heavens. My beloved child, you thought you were weak, but you have been strong in the unseen realm. You thought you were breaking, but you were being reshaped. You thought you were lost, but you were being led through hidden paths. Every pause in your life, every delay, every closed door was not punishment. It was protection. Protection from paths not meant for you. Protection from people who would have wounded your spirit. Protection from places where your growth would have been stunted. You see closed doors. I see the danger behind them. You see delays. I see misalignment being corrected. You see silence. I see preparation. My child, understand this. I am not slow. I am precise. You were not waiting aimlessly. You were being positioned. But the positioning could not happen until the inner chains loosened. And that is what I'm doing now, releasing your inner world from its quiet confinement. There are thoughts within you that have repeated for years, not because they are truth, but because they were internalized in moments of vulnerability. The belief that you are not enough, it was born in a moment of exhaustion, not reality. The belief that you are unseen, it was shaped during a season of loneliness, not truth. The belief that you must carry everything alone, it was forged when help did not arrive, not because I intended you to be alone. And the belief that you are behind, it was whispered by fear, not destiny. But hear me now. Those beliefs are dissolving in my presence. The weight that sat on your chest for years is lifting. The fog around your decisions is clearing. The confusion that tangled your thoughts is loosening. You are not falling apart. You are unfolding. You are not lost. You are being guided. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. I have not overlooked you, my child. I have been with you in every quiet moment, especially the ones where you felt most alone. You thought no one saw the tears you cried in silence, but I did, every single one. You thought no one felt the weight you were carrying, but I did. You thought no one noticed your small acts of faith when you were tired, but I did. My eyes have never left you, not even for a second. Child, your journey has not been easy because your calling is not small. There is a magnitude inside you, a purpose that stretches beyond your own life. And the opposition you felt within your thoughts was a direct result of that purpose. The adversary cannot stop my plan for you. So he tried to convince you to stop yourself. He aimed for your mind because your mind directs your path. He aimed for your confidence because confidence fuels your choices. He aimed for your clarity because clarity exposes lies. But child, his influence is breaking. His whispers are weakening. His hold is loosening. I am strengthening your discernment. You will begin to recognize immediately when a thought is not yours. The confusion that once overwhelmed you will no longer have authority. You will sense truth quickly. You will detect deception instantly. You will feel my guidance with a clarity you have not known before. Your inner world is being reordered. Your spiritual sight is awakening. Your confidence is returning. You are stepping into a new internal landscape, one where peace is not temporary, but foundational. One where your thoughts do not spiral, but settle. One where your emotions no longer drown you, but align with truth. My beloved child, listen carefully now. This clarity is not a momentary uplift. It is the beginning of permanent transformation. You may not see the full picture yet, but the shift happening within you is real, it is deep, it is holy. I am not just removing what harmed you, I am restoring what was stolen from you. Your joy, your clarity, your peace, your identity, and soon your direction. Stay with me, child. There is more I must reveal in the next part. What I am building in you cannot be rushed, but it will not be delayed. My child, now that you have begun to feel the settling of your spirit, I must take you further into the truth I have been preparing for you. There is a deeper layer within you, one that has waited for years to be acknowledged. Artist superior. You see, beloved, healing is not only the softening of pain, it is the restoring of sight. It is the reclaiming of understanding. It is the moment when you stop viewing yourself through the lens of your wounds and begin to see yourself through my eyes. And now, you are ready. There were seasons of your life when you felt directionless, as if you were walking through fog, as if your soul knew there was a path, but your mind could not perceive it. Those seasons were not signs of failure. They were signs of transition. Hear me. When your spirit is shifting into a new dimension, clarity often disappears before it returns stronger. Just as dawn must break darkness before revealing form, your inner understanding had to be emptied before it could be filled again with truth. That emptiness frightened you. It made you feel like you were losing yourself. It made you wonder if you were falling behind while others moved forward. But child, listen. You were not falling behind. You were being recalibrated. What felt like delay was actually divine timing resetting your inner compass. What felt like confusion was the release of old beliefs that could no longer travel with you. What felt like silence was the preparation of a clearer frequency so you could hear me without distortion. My beloved, you needed this pause. You needed this stillness. You needed this moment where everything you once depended on fell quiet, not to break you, but to awaken you. You began to recognize that your inner strength was not coming from your own effort, but from the steadiness of my presence. And slowly, without realizing it, you began to shift. The thoughts that once anchored you in fear started to loosen. The emotional weight you carried every morning began to lighten. The pressure to make every decision perfectly started to fall away. This is what happens when your spirit awakens, my child. Your internal world begins to reorganize itself around truth. The lies lose their authority. The wounds lose their influence. The fears lose their voice. And you begin to see again. But now I want you to see even deeper. There is something important you need to understand about your journey. You never walked through confusion because you lacked wisdom. You walked through confusion because you were intended to carry a higher level of discernment, one that can only be developed in seasons where clarity is tested. Your discernment was being sharpened. Your intuition was being refined. Your spiritual hearing was being strengthened. You were being shaped to recognize the difference between your voice, the adversary's voice, and my voice. This skill is rare. Those who carry great purpose must learn it deeply, and now you are learning it. My child, remember this. When I speak, my words carry peace, even when they challenge you. When the adversary speaks, his voice stirs panic, urgency, fear. When your own thoughts speak, they often reflect your past, your patterns, or your wounds. But now I am sharpening your sight so you will know instantly which voice is which. You will no longer be fooled by subtle deception. You will no longer be swayed by untrue narratives. You will no longer be intimidated by thoughts that are not yours. For the first time in a long time, you will feel genuinely steady inside yourself. Not because life becomes easy, but because you will finally be able to tell where each thought originates. This is liberation. This is awakening. This is inner authority being restored. You are entering a season where your internal clarity will guide your external steps. The fog is lifting. The confusion is breaking. What once overwhelmed you will now be easy to discern. What once distracted you will now be easily released. What once discouraged you will now appear small in the light of truth. My beloved child, hear me clearly. Your mind is not broken. It was under attack. Your spirit is not weak. It was under pressure. Your purpose is not lost. It was being prepared. You are not behind. You are right on time. Your timing feels different because your path is different. You were never called to follow the rhythm of the world. You were called to follow the rhythm of my guidance. And now that your sight is clearing, you will begin to notice things you once overlooked. You will see red flags you used to ignore. You will detect intentions behind people's actions. You will recognize spiritual interference quickly. You will feel when I am guiding you and when I am warning you. Your posture is changing. Your thinking is changing. Your internal reactions are changing. My child, this is not self-improvement. This is spiritual transformation. The shadows that once tangled your thoughts fought desperately to hold you. They pressed against you because of the light within you. They attempted to distort your inner narrative so that you would step away from your path. But they did not succeed. You are awakening. You are rising. You are remembering who you truly are. And now, my beloved, I will show you the next step, but not yet. Your spirit must absorb this part first. In the next section, I will reveal why your battles were so intense and why your calling is greater than you realize. My child, now we must speak about the part of your journey you rarely share with anyone. The part that exhausted you, the part you tried to hide, the part that shaped your inner world more than you realized. You have asked yourself many times, why is my battle so intense? Why does the struggle feel heavier for me than for others? Why do setbacks come right when I try to rise? You are not imagining it. Your battle was greater because your calling is greater. Beloved, let me tell you the truth. The adversary invests heavily in those who threaten darkness. He does not waste energy on those who pose no challenge to him. He targets the ones whose lives carry generational impact, spiritual weight, and inner authority. And that is who you are. The intensity of your battle is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of assignment. You were chosen to break patterns that existed long before you were born. You were chosen to carry clarity where others carried confusion. You were chosen to carry peace where others carried chaos. You were chosen to carry spiritual strength where previous generations carried pain. My child, this is why your journey has felt heavier. You were not just fighting for your own life. You were fighting for those who will come after you. You were fighting to stop cycles that have existed for decades. You were fighting to silence voices that tormented your family lines. You were fighting to stand on ground that no one before you successfully held. This weight was not punishment, it was purpose. And now, beloved, I need you to understand something deeper. You did not survive because you were strong. You survived because I stood in front of what tried to destroy you. You survived because my hand covered what was coming. You survived because I whispered, "Not this one," every time you were close to breaking. You are here, not because life was gentle, but because I intervened at moments you never even knew were dangerous. Do you remember the decisions you almost made? The ones born from exhaustion? The ones born from hopelessness? The ones born from fear? Those moments when your breath shook, when your thoughts raced, when you felt you could not take another day? I was there. I stood beside you. I steadied you. I said, "Pause, not now, not this way." And you listened, even when you did not realize it was my voice guiding you. My precious child, you survived the battles meant to end you, and you survived them without losing the tenderness of your spirit. Do you understand how powerful that is? To endure darkness without becoming dark? To face betrayal without becoming bitter? To walk through disappointment without becoming hopeless? To carry wounds without losing the capacity to love? Most do not survive with their heart intact, but you did. Your softness is not weakness. It is evidence that my hand has been upon you. Now hear me. The enemy tried to break your spirit, not your body, because your spirit is where your clarity, purpose, and identity live. He wanted you to abandon yourself. He wanted you to doubt your worth. He wanted you to silence your own voice. He wanted you to mistrust your own discernment. He wanted you to believe I was distant, but you did not surrender. Even in your lowest moments, where your breath felt thin and your hope dim, your spirit still reached for me. This is why you are rising now. Not because everything around you changed, but because everything within you is changing. Your spirit is remembering what your mind forgot. Your inner knowing is awakening. Your sight is sharpening. The fog you walked through for so long is lifting, not slowly, but steadily and permanently. You used to question yourself constantly, but now your inner world will settle into peace. You used to fear choosing the wrong path, but now you will feel me guiding you with unmistakable clarity. You used to replay past mistakes in your mind, but now those memories are losing their grip. My child, I am reordering the story that silently repeated inside you. The old narrative said, you are too broken. You are too late. You are not capable. You are alone. But that narrative was never from me. My voice says, you are chosen. You are protected. You are guided. You are strengthened. You are loved without condition. And now, beloved, your spirit will align with the truth I declare over you. You will walk with a confidence that feels unfamiliar. Not prideful confidence, but sacred assurance. The fear of repeating old patterns will disappear. The fear of being misled will fade. The fear of losing yourself will dissolve. You will not be who you were yesterday. You are transforming into who I created you to be. The world will not understand this transformation because it is not external. It is internal, spiritual, divine. You are entering a season where your mind is no longer the battlefield. It is becoming the sanctuary. And from this inner sanctuary, your next steps will take shape. My child, in the next part, I will reveal what I have prepared ahead of you. The alignment, the opportunities, and the people connected to your next chapter. My child, you have walked with me through the inner places of your spirit. You have allowed me to uncover what was hidden, to loosen what was tight, to dissolve what was false. Now you are ready for what comes next. This part of your journey is not about looking back. It is about stepping into what I have prepared ahead of you. Beloved, your future is not random. It is not stitched together by chance or luck. Your steps are not drifting into uncertainty. What stands before you has been carefully aligned by my hand. The timing, the encounters, the opportunities, none of it is accidental. You may have felt lost at times, but I was aligning the path beneath your feet long before you reached it. Now hear me. Your next season requires a different version of you. Not a stronger you, but a clearer you. Your clarity is the gate through which my guidance will flow. Your healed inner world will become the compass you follow. Your renewed spirit will sense direction before your mind understands it. This is why I spent so much time restoring your inner landscape. Because what comes next is too important to be overshadowed by old fears, too sacred to be distorted by old wounds, too purposeful to be hindered by old narratives. Child, your calling is awakening. There is a movement within you, a stirring, a rising, a remembering. You are beginning to feel the truth. You are not here merely to survive life. You are here to shift the atmosphere around you. You are here to break cycles. You are here to elevate the people connected to your life. You are here to walk with authority and softness at the same time. My beloved, I have placed a light inside you that darkness has fought desperately to extinguish, but it failed. Not only is your light returning, it is expanding. You will begin to notice this glow in many ways. You will feel unusual peace in circumstances that once overwhelmed you. You will feel courage rise where fear used to hold you. You will feel direction pulling you gently, almost quietly, yet undeniably. You will sense when something is for you and when something is not. You will feel your spirit reacting before your mind understands why. This is discernment awakening. This is clarity taking root. This is spiritual maturity blossoming. Now listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is significant. There are people connected to your next season, people who will recognize your light, people who will speak life into your purpose, people whose paths I have already aligned with yours. You will not walk alone anymore. The isolation you endured was for refinement, not punishment. But now I am sending those who strengthen what I am building in you. Voices that support your growth, not hinder it. Relationships that nourish your spirit, not drain it. Connections that elevate you, not confuse you. Yet understand this. As I bring the right people, I will also remove the wrong ones. Some departures will feel sudden, some will feel unexpected, some will feel painful. But trust me, these removals are protection, not loss. I will not allow you to carry voices that contradict your calling into the place I am leading you. My child, your next steps require courage. Not loud courage, but quiet, steady courage. The courage to let go of what has expired. The courage to trust what you feel in your spirit. The courage to follow my leading even when others do not understand. The courage to choose clarity over comfort. I will not push you harshly, I will guide you gently. Every step you take with me will feel aligned, peaceful, and purposeful. You will no longer chase answers, they will come to you. You will no longer fear making the wrong turn, because your discernment will alert you immediately. You will no longer carry the weight of uncertainty, because my presence will settle your spirit before your mind catches up. My beloved, the next season of your life will feel different because you will be different. A new boldness will rise within you. A calm authority will rest on you. A deeper compassion will flow from you. Why? Because you are no longer living from woundedness. You are living from clarity. I have restored your inner world so your outer world can finally align with my plan. You will begin to feel joy returning, not fleeting joy, but anchored joy. You will feel hope rising, not fragile hope, but steady hope. You will feel purpose awakening, not forced purpose, but natural, intuitive purpose. You will realize everything you walked through was preparing you. Every battle refined you. Every delay positioned you. Every tear watered what is now blooming within you. My child, you are stepping into the most aligned chapter of your life. Not because you are striving, but because you are free. Not because you have all the answers, but because you are guided. Not because you are without flaws, but because you are anchored in truth. This clarity you feel is not temporary, it is the new foundation beneath your feet. Walk forward now, not rushed, not hesitant, but steady. I will reveal each step when it is time. I will illuminate the path right when you need it. I will send the right voices exactly when they are meant to come, and my presence will go before you. Walk, child. You are ready, and I am with you in every breath.